What's up, you guys? It's your boy Envor, and I'm here to do my first ever manga review, and it's to the spin-off series called My Hero Academia Vigilantes. And basically, in this manga, it's a whole new set of characters from the original series. But mind you, I don't think Kohei Horikoshi is the one directing the spin-off. It's a totally different artist. But I could honestly vouch that reading this first chapter, it kind of holds true to the original. And I'm glad it does, because that's why I actually got into it. So basically, we get introduced to the main character. His name is Koichi I'm gonna butcher his last name. Haimawari. It's one of those two, okay? And basically, what do you call it? He's 19 years old, and he has a quirk, and his quirk is called Sliding Glide. And the story starts off with All Might, which is actually pretty surprising, because I was like, what the heck, All Might's in this? And All Might basically pops in, beats up a villain, and Koichi is there. He watched it happen. And then after All Might beats up the villain, he leaves. And what ends up happening is Koichi is late for work, so he gets on the floor, and this is how his quirk works. Basically, he has to have his feet or and hands on the floor, and he basically slides. But homeboy said that he's not even quick when he does this. It's like a basic slow motion glide. And like, people are basically clowning him as he's gliding on the floor. And then this dude ends up getting pulled over by a cop. And this surprised me, because I'm a big fan of My Hero Academia, but I never realized that if you use your quirk out in public, it's basically illegal. And he was told, yo, you can't do that, and you might as well just get a bike and ride it to work, like, flat out. And then homeboy said that he's as fast as a bike. So I'm just like, dude, you might as well just get a bike. I was just sitting there agreeing with the cop. And after that, he ends up saying, yo, F this. He starts walking, and he's pissed because he wants to be able to use his quirk. And he bumps into these thugs. And basically, these thugs start literally getting at him, like really trying to beat him up. And he goes up, they told him to go on the floor and apologize. And he did. He went on the floor. It's like, yo, I'm really sorry about what happened. And then what ends up freaking happening is one of the dudes is literally about to start whooping him as he has his, like, he's like bowing down to him. But he does his special move, and he ends up dashing past them with his quirk. And after he gets away from those D-bags, he runs into another character that we meet. Her name is Popstep, and basically she's a wannabe idol. And she's over there having a makeshift concert for all these people just surrounding her. And that's when Koichi's watching as well. And he turns around and he sees the cops coming. And she's using her quirk out in the public too. So what do you call it? She's about to get in trouble for what she's doing as well. So he shouts out to her like, yo, like the cops are coming. And basically she's like, yo, peace out. And she dips. And then after that, Koichi reaches work, and his boss is like, yo, I'm deducting your pay. You're late. And he's like, duh, obviously. Like, I'm not stupid. Okay? So he ends up getting his pay deducted. And then guess what? Dude, these people come in. The people that were literally about to beat him up. The freaking thugs. They come up in there. And like Koichi is just looking off to the side like, yo, I am not about to look at this man in the eyes again. And then they end up realizing he's the same dude from previously before. They're like, yo, you're the dude that ran away from us. And they literally grab this man from his job at this convenience store and start whooping his ass. And then this dude is like the dude beating him up is like a bootleg Wolverine. Homeboy pops some spikes out of his hand. He's like, yo, this is my quirk. And I'm just like, yo, that would be tight to see in in the original series. So like this dude has a dope quirk, but he uses it for bad. And like he goes over there and like threatens him, and they're just whooping his ass. And then homeboy gets up, and this is where I thought, I was like, yo, this is when his alter ego is about to pop up. This is his vigilante mode, because he's like, yo, I'm tired of this. This is the night to do something. And I ended up drawing that little panel because it looks so badass. So this is how homeboy got up looking when his ass got whooped. Like I was just like, okay, like Koichi's about to do some shit, all right? So he ends up getting into this little freaking get up, his little hero uniform. It's like basically an All Might jacket, and like he has like a face mask over him. And I'm over here thinking like, yo, he's about to find these guys and like lay the smack down on them. Bruh. He just starts helping people around the city. And I'm just looking at him like, I thought you were gonna find these guys. I thought you were gonna go vigilante mode. And that was the gist of him doing. And we seen Mama Midoriya. We literally seen Deku's mom in one of the panels. Like he was giving her directions on how to find her way home. And I don't even think home, like somewhere. Like he also helps out these drunk people to get on a train station. He was helping people take a picture. What's the other thing that he was doing? He was helping people throw away trash. And like they were calling him Mr. Nice Guy. I'm assuming that's his hero name. And after that, he just like starts walking away. Like he's like, yo, this is tiring, you know? Like, boom. And he Pop steps there. Like she hands him a drink, and he's just like, yo, what the hell? Like, you're here? And then she's basically like, yo, she was telling him, yo, thank you for basically showing up and helping me get away from the cops. And she was basically trying to make him her lackey. And homeboy was like, nah, I'm not your slave. And then she starts dissing his get up. And this is why I kind of like what he said. She was just like, yo, you have an All Might sweater, but you don't even fight. Like, basically calling him a wussy. And like, he was just like, yo, I may not be a fighter. I do look up to All Might though, but he holds his values true to his heart, because he's like, even though I'm not a fighter, I want to be able to help out this society in my own type of way. And that was kind of really highly like admirable for him to even say. And Pop steps like, you know, like whatever, and she just leaves. But dude, this is the crazy part. We ran into these thugs yet again, but Pop Step ends up running into these assholes. And like they grab her, and like, dude, they were saying some savage shit. Like they were gonna basically like rip off her clothes, and like honestly, it seemed like they were about to do some devious shit. And homeboy Koichi basically tries to step in, and he gets shut down major, because he thinks like, yo, I'm about to like, and I thought he was doing this. Like, he was getting really analytical, and I was like, yo, he freaking dropped those dudes. But that was all in his mind. And I'm just like sitting there like, yo, did you just legitimately think all this shit through, and it did not even pan out the way that you thought? Because he's over there like, I can't turn away from someone that needs help. And then freaking, he's over there, and then the big dude's like looking at him like, fuck is he talking about? And he's over there, he tries to fulfill what he was imagining what was gonna happen, and it did not pan out to the way he thought it was gonna pan out, because he was gonna try to clothesline them down with his quirk and basically tackle the dude that was holding Pop Step, and then it did not work out in his favor. So he's over there getting grabbed by the freaking behemoth dude. And then they start getting down. The dude that's like a bootleg Wolverine, and like homeboy literally punched Koichi in the face, and he got like a scar on his cheek, and he's just sitting there like, yo, like what the fuck is happening right now? And then, but this is the part that had me dying, because like he's like, oh, you think All Might's gonna come, this and that. And then you see we get introduced to another character. This dude's on top of a fucking building. He jumps down and he lands in the garbage, and he gets up, he's like, yo, I heard you guys talking about All Might, but he's not here, but I'm here. And then I'm just like, yo, who the heck is this dude? And we get introduced to another character. His name is Knuckle Duster. And homeboy came to Rumble. He came over there like full prepared, because the spike dude's like, who the fuck is this dude? And then homeboy went, bop, he bopped him. He knocked his ass out. And then he proceeded to knock out the other two. But long story short, he's basically like checking these dudes if they're on drugs. And obviously they were not on drugs, because like he literally pulled out one of the dude's tongues. He's like, oh, you're not on it. Oh, you're not on it. And then the other dude got up and he took Pop Step hostage again. And that's when he was about to literally impale her, but Koichi ran in there and tackled him. And then after Koichi had tackled him, Pop Step jumped into the sky, and that's when homeboy Knuckle Duster came in and he hit him again. He's like, boop! And I was just sitting there like, don't fuck with him. Don't fuck with that dude Knuckle Duster. But then we got, this is the funniest moment in the fucking in that fucking chapter, and this is why I can't wait to read more, because I actually bought the whole volume. So this dude just like, he had an All Might moment with Koichi. He's just like, yo, I could teach you how to be a hero too. He's like and then Koichi's like, yo, I declined your offer, I'm sorry. Like, that shit was comedy as fuck. I do not care. And that's why I rate this first chapter of this spin-off series a 5 out of 5, because that was very entertaining. Because it's like, it's a it's a fresh breath of air to see a different part of the My Hero Academia side of the story. Because we're just always seeing Midoriya take on the League of Villains and like basically what's the hand dude's name, Tomura, and it's just like a whole new set of characters, and it's just like this dude doesn't have a flashy quirk, and like he's a very humble person. He's like a normal human being just like us, like even though he has a power, he's just like a humble guy. But it's just like he knows his place in society, that like, oh, I don't have a flashy quirk, so I can't be a hero. But this dude Knuckle Duster is like, yo, you could be a hero. And then this dude's like, nah, I don't want to be a hero. Like, I'm straight off that shit, dude. But we're gonna see what happens in chapter 2. I could genuinely say, if you haven't seen this manga, you should pick it up, check it out. I actually got it on the Google Play Store for, I think it was $7, dude. That's pretty freaking cheap.